At 60 and beyond, have you ever paused to wonder, when life changes and days grow quieter, who will truly stand by your side? When we're younger, it feels obvious. Family, friends, those familiar faces who catch us when we stumble. But after 60, everything shifts. Priorities evolve, people get busy, and those you counted on might not always be there in the ways you expect. Today, I want to share with you 6 powerful pillars, fundamental supports that you can build for yourself, foundations even stronger than relying on any single person. These pillars are not just abstract ideas or theories. They are deeply rooted truths drawn from real-life experiences, stories of ordinary people who have walked this path before us and found strength, freedom, and peace. They have discovered how to create a life filled with independence, calm assurance, and a richness that comes from within. And I truly promise you this: if you stay with me through this entire video, what you learn today has the potential to change your future, to give you tools that can carry you through the toughest times with grace and confidence. Before we dive deeply into these 6 essential pillars, I warmly invite you to take a moment right now to subscribe to this channel. Tap that notification bell as well, so you never miss the weekly insights and heartfelt guidance we share here. Insights designed to uplift, inform, and empower you in your life's journey. Now let's gently begin with the first and perhaps most vital pillar: emotional resilience. Emotional resilience. That phrase might sound a little technical or abstract at first, but simply put, it's your remarkable ability to stand tall through life's storms. It's the strength to face loss, change, and uncertainty with a heart that refuses to break, a spirit that finds its way even in the darkest times. Picture Helen. She was 75 when she lost her husband, the man she had shared 40 years of life with. The days that followed were heavy, filled with long silences and the weight of memories. At first, Helen turned to her children for comfort, hoping their love, visits, and presence would fill the vast emptiness inside her. But as time passed, she realized that life had moved forward for her children. They too had families, jobs, and worries of their own that demanded their time and energy. Their visits became fewer, not because they didn't care, but simply because of the realities of their busy lives. Rather than sinking into despair or feeling abandoned, Helen chose a different path. She began to write, pouring her thoughts and feelings onto the pages of a journal, allowing her pain to flow freely and find an outlet. She discovered a local support group, a safe space where she could share her grief openly and listen to others who understood exactly what she was going through. Every morning, Helen practiced gratitude, acknowledging small moments of beauty and kindness that still existed in her life, no matter how fragile. And over time, Helen found a deep well of strength growing inside her, a quiet peace and resilience that no one else could give her, but that she herself nurtured and protected. This, my friends, is what emotional resilience truly means. It's not about the absence of pain or pretending to be strong all the time. Instead, it's the courage to feel deeply, to process your emotions honestly, and to heal in healthy, meaningful ways. Whether it's through writing, meditation, therapy, or simply quiet self-reflection, building this resilience means you become less dependent on others to carry you through difficult times. You learn to carry yourself. If you're still here with me, and this story or idea speaks to your heart, please comment number 1 below. I would love to hear from you and connect with your experience. Our second pillar is something truly vital. It's the source of life's direction and deep meaning, your sense of purpose. After turning 60, many people experience a profound shift in how they see their days and their place in the world. The roles that once gave structure and identity, being a parent, a worker, a caregiver, begin to gently fade away. Retirement arrives like a quiet invitation to slow down. Children grow independent, and start their own journeys, and suddenly the familiar rhythm of life seems to lose its tempo. Without a clear purpose or meaningful engagement, days can stretch out feeling empty, and the world around you might feel strangely distant and disconnected. Let me share the story of George, a 70-year-old retired engineer. When George first stepped away from his job, he was eager to finally relax, to enjoy the freedom he had long awaited. But after a few months, he noticed something unexpected. A restless feeling began to settle inside him. His days felt long and empty, the quietness almost overwhelming. Though his children came by now and then, their own busy lives meant visits were occasional and fleeting. George found himself adrift in this new chapter, searching for something to fill the void. Then one day, George decided to volunteer at a nearby school. He began teaching young children how to build things with their hands, sharing the skills and knowledge he had gathered over decades. That simple act of giving, of connecting and creating, brought fresh energy and joy to his mornings. George felt valued again, reconnected to the world and to himself, and most importantly, alive. Purpose doesn't have to come from a formal job or title. It can be found in many forms: tending a garden, painting, mentoring younger generations, learning a new skill, or even traveling to places you've dreamed of. It's about discovering what lights up your spirit and makes you eager to greet each day with hope and enthusiasm. If this story or idea strikes a chord with you, please comment number 2 below. And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can keep receiving these uplifting, heartwarming stories. Before we move forward, remember this: these pillars are far more than steps or tips. They are lifelines. Building them creates a foundation so strong and steady that no one can ever take it away from you. Now that we've explored the power of emotional resilience and the deep importance of a clear sense of purpose, let's turn to another pillar that touches the very essence of independence: financial stability. Money can be a tough subject for many to discuss openly, but it remains one of the strongest pillars you can build to secure your peace of mind and freedom. Financial stability means having enough resources to cover your everyday needs and unexpected emergencies without having to rely on others. It's not about having great wealth or luxury. It's about having security, control, and the confidence to make choices without fear. Let me tell you about Richard. He was 72 years old and took great pride in having supported his children through college, always ready to lend a helping hand whenever they needed it. But life can be unpredictable. When a sudden medical expense drained his savings, Richard found himself needing help. Though his children wanted to support him, their own mortgages, bills, and family responsibilities meant they simply couldn't offer much. This wasn't a lack of love or care. It was the reality of life's pressures. This is why having your own solid financial plan is absolutely crucial. Saving for emergencies, managing your income wisely, avoiding unnecessary debts, and investing carefully are the ways to build a protective cushion. This cushion shields you from life's unexpected storms and gives you the priceless gifts of independence and dignity. If you're watching this right now and wondering if you're truly prepared, there's no better time than today to take action. Begin by creating a budget. Seek guidance from trusted financial advisors if you need, and take small but steady steps toward securing your financial future. If you're still with me and this message resonates deeply, please comment number 3 below to let me know. I'd love to hear from you. The next pillar is your physical health, the foundation of everything. You can have money, purpose, and emotional strength, but if your body fails, your freedom diminishes. No one else can exercise for you, eat nourishing food for you, or slow down the natural effects of aging. That responsibility falls squarely on your shoulders. Take Carl's journey as an example. At 68, he was active in his youth, but after retirement, he let himself go. He thought there was plenty of time to get back in shape later. But as months passed, his energy dropped, mobility became a struggle, and everyday tasks grew harder. His children visited when they could, but they couldn't be there every day to help. Eventually, Carl realized that if he wanted to maintain his independence, he had to take control of his health. Not tomorrow, not next year, but now. You don't need to train like an athlete, but gentle, consistent movement each day, eating foods that fuel your body, and regular checkups can change your quality of life profoundly. Listen to your body's signals, aches, changes in energy, or difficulty walking are messages, not nuisances. The more you invest in your health today, the longer you'll enjoy freedom and joy tomorrow. If you're with me so far, comment number 4 below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and ring the bell for more life-changing insights. We've journeyed through emotional resilience, purpose, financial stability, and physical health. Now, let's explore how the people around you, your social circle, become a vital pillar of support. As we age, it's easy for our world to shrink. Friends move away, some pass on, and the vibrant hum of daily companionship fades. This isolation can weigh heavily on your spirit and even your health. Margaret's story is a powerful reminder. At 73, she had 2 devoted sons, but noticed their visits became less frequent as they juggled work and family. Waiting for phone calls that didn't always come, Margaret felt lonely. But instead of resigning herself to solitude, she reached out. She reconnected with old friends, joined community groups, and took up new hobbies that introduced her to wonderful new people. Suddenly, laughter and conversation filled her days again. Margaret no longer waited on family to feel connected. She built her own joyful community. Your social circle isn't just company. It's a foundation that lifts you up and reminds you of your worth. Whether it's neighbors, hobby groups, or casual acquaintances, these bonds enrich every stage of life. If Margaret's journey speaks to you, comment number 5 below. And remember, subscribing and turning on notifications helps you stay connected to this supportive community. Finally, the 6th pillar. Your ability to adapt. Life after 60 is full of change. People move, circumstances shift, and what once was familiar can feel uncertain. Holding tightly to the past can leave you feeling stuck, but those who embrace change find new joy and fulfillment. Frank was 78 when many of his longtime friends moved away or passed on. At first he felt lost and thought, "This must be how it is getting older." But instead of surrendering, Frank adapted. He learned to use video calls to stay in touch with distant family, joined online groups about his passion for history, and even made new friends. By staying curious and open, Frank found new ways to thrive. Adaptability means more than accepting change. It means actively seeking ways to grow with it. If one door closes, look for another. If a relationship shifts, find new ways to connect. This flexibility builds resilience and confidence. If Frank's story inspires you, comment number 6 below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and tap the bell to join us on this journey. As we wrap up, remember these 6 pillars: emotional resilience, purpose, financial stability, physical health, social connection, and adaptability. Together create a foundation stronger than any one person or family. Building them means you will never feel powerless or alone. You'll have the strength to face life's challenges with grace and to enjoy every moment to the fullest. Thank you for spending this time with me. Please share in the comments which pillar you feel ready to strengthen or any stories you'd like to tell. Your voice matters. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss our future conversations designed to empower and inspire. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and keep embracing life's beautiful journey.